Small business growth hacks, module 2, all about transformation. You did it. I'm very excited we got so far together. So, we're almost ready to take your business to the next level. Before we do that, let's have a look at what we've learned together on our journey. Remember the fundamentals? That was all about value proposition, customers, people in and around our business, and cash flow, and when to invest. Now we've looked at in module 2 transformation. Let's recapitulate again. What did we see? First, we started with the transformation of you. Remember the quote from Buffett who said to invest in yourself because you yourself are your greatest asset? The fact we're here means you're doing that, but that is really, really important to build consistency and to create a habit of doing that far beyond the lesson of today and tomorrow. Also, remember, we looked at 4 pillars of self transformation. You can come back to it later on. And the 4 hacks. The 4 hacks I wanted to highlight again are: look for heroes, get your time management in order, focus relentlessly on customers, and compete. But compete with your past self. Don't compete with others. Continuous improvement by looking in the mirror and saying, how can I get better? That's the personal transformation that we looked at. Second, we looked at transformation of our business model, our engine of growth. We've discussed we need to move from a transactional business model to a recurring business model, which means our focus is going to shift from the sale in a transaction to the customer and everything around the customer in the recurring business model. The consequence of that is that we're going to choose for a sticky engine of growth. We're going to try to optimize the customer lifetime value by offering customers help so that they don't want to go anywhere else, that they want to stay with our company. And that brings us to customer experience and the transformation that we need to perform on how we delight and how we make customers happy. We looked at a whole range of ways on how we can do that. We discussed playing the friction game. We discussed being really fast and the need to fix things. We've also discussed things that we've looked at in the first module and we'll come back in the next one, which is autonomy, people leveraging the power of your own team. So this is the whole module on transformation. And before we go, I wanted to discuss a few of the documents, frameworks, or tools we used in the exercises. So keep applying them to your business, make them their own, make variants. Please send me a message through email, LinkedIn. If you have ideas or suggestions, I'd be really interested to learn from all of you. That's how I got all of this information. I've been working with over 1,000 businesses in the last 20 years, and everything I share here is basically what I've learned from them or from people who helped those businesses. So we looked at those tools. We have discussed time management. I hope by now you have a planner. I have mine always here handy, always working in my planner. The personal transformation, we looked at that. We also discussed the business model, a way of scoring your own business model through 7 questions, which is a repetitive task that I hope you've started and hopefully you can include your team. And we've also handed out a small exercise or a game, which is the friction hunter game and self-audit for autonomy. So these are a few of the tools and frameworks we've discussed. Before we go, let's know where we are on this curve, because this is what it's all about. The fundamentals was about getting to this first inflection point. Now we have discussed the transformation, which is all about choosing the angle of growth for the next phase of our businesses. And that's exactly what we're going to discuss in the next module. So stick with it, take your time, find the 15 to 20-minute blocks every day to focus on it, apply it to your business, and we'll get there. See you in module 3, all about growth.